Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and it felt like a bit of time now since I've actually done my last start and play, and the reason for it is because I've been trying to play this, Cave Story 3D. Now, I'll give you a bit of background information first of all. This game was created back in 2004 by a guy completely by himself. He did absolutely everything. It took him 5 years to do it in his spare time, and once he was finished, he actually just released it for the PC. And then from there, it got ported out to Linux, OS X, WiiWare, DSware, and eventually it actually got a proper physical copy, being the 3DS one. So with that, I thought, awesome, need to try it, looks brilliant. So it's a platformer, and it's a very hard platformer. If anybody else is actually subscribed to my channel, you would have noticed this week I actually uploaded a video with me bleeding from my nose, shouting at this game. So that gives you an idea of how challenging it can be. So first of all then, you start off by playing as a small boy that enters a cave, and then when you're in there you actually find out there's an evil doctor that is trying to take over the island by giving red flowers to all the inhabitants of the actual island and make them run off and do his evil bidding. So basic storyline, go kill the boss. The way it works is standard platformer, obviously jump over enemies, go from left to right and advance. But the cool thing is, what they'll do is throughout the game they'll actually give you weapons. So every time you actually go along and kill an enemy with a weapon, they will die and either drop some more ammunition for a particular weapon, they could drop health, or most of the time they actually drop like an XP orb or whatever you want to call it. When you collect that, that then increases your weapon. What it is normal standard, you've got a bar, when it gets all the way, that's leveled up. Every weapon can level up 3 times. The annoying thing is though, every time you get hit, the weapon will actually go down a level as well as actually doing damage to yourself. So it's pretty hardcore. If you actually bang into something, the weapon will become crapper and you'll become damaged. But that's a part of the charm of this actual game. It's absolutely awesome to go along. Sometimes you'll get to level 3 weapon, you're like, you know what, I'm going to tear through this room straight away, and something will just hit you and it will go down a level, and it won't go up another level till you've killed everything else in the room. So it's quite fun and a challenging thing where sometimes you'll go, I don't want to rush forwards, I want to just kill that one thing, level my gun up and then advance. So all in all, the entire package of this game is awesome. Now when it comes down to the difficulty level, it starts off very simple, and if anything, you get slightly confused at the start as exactly where you've got to go. But once you actually start going, it's a really fun game, but it actually becomes more and more challenging towards the end, and the actual challenging curve is perfect. So it starts off fine, you die once or twice, and then towards the end it gets really, really difficult. The only thing is, I got to the actual last boss, and I'm not going to say anything because don't want to say any spoilers, but the last boss is very difficult. So the problem I've got is I've actually got to the boss now, I can't actually go back, and the weapons that I've got are not the best. I've looked on the internet and someone says, oh, you can have a jetpack in this weapon, you'll get through the boss no problem. Well, the issue is, I've got so far now, I can't go back and change my decisions. So I've kind of gone in the worst scenario for the boss, and I've spent a few nights trying to actually tackle this boss, and it just absolutely kills me. So for the first time ever, I'm going to have to actually say a game has beat me. Now, I'm going to keep it on the side of my bed, and every so often I'm going to quickly have another go and keep doing it because I don't like the idea of a game beating me. But I'm going to have to actually put it to bed at the moment, because if not, I will never do another video for the next 6 months because it's going to take me that long to actually beat this last boss. So all in all, I think this game is absolutely awesome. There's only one bad thing, and it's really bad, that annoys me all the way through this game. The dialogue. Now, obviously you're going through and you're talking to different people, obviously they'll be talking about different things, dialogue, and you can press the button to skip. But when you press skip, it doesn't instantly skip, it kind of just makes it go a bit faster. Now that's okay, but the problem is every single time you go into a boss fight, there is a lot of dialogue. So you'll be pressing your button, and sometimes you can wait up to about a minute of just constantly skipping text to then instantly get battered by the boss, load the save point up and wait for another minute of text. So the only thing I could say is it's a shame that obviously this was released so long ago now that when they refined it for the 3DS, they didn't just dial in on that one thing and go, you know what, a lot of people have complained the amount of text that they keep giving us is awful. We could just have one proper skip button. When you press it, end of conversation. So that's the only thing. I know it sounds like a niggly thing, but I tell you now, if you play this game and you actually get to the dialogue, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. All in all, great game, challenging, fun, best platform I've ever played in my entire life. Just a shame that I've got to all the way to the boss with the decisions that I've made, but I'm going to still crack on. Right, so for the next game I actually want to start playing is this. You may be saying, Jurassic Junkie, what is that? It's a glass of nothing. Well, inside this glass is some digital content. So yes, what I've done is I've actually purchased a downloadable game, which I don't do very often. I like it all in physical form because it just looks very nice on the shelves, but sadly I've been pulled in by a game by the name of Dear Esther, and it just looks absolutely amazing. As soon as I saw the trailers, I thought this just looks like a love letter to gamers. It just looks really, really nice, and it's just pulled me in. And it's only £6.99 on Steam, so I'm downloading it at the moment, and I shall crack on with that. Got a feeling I'll be able to complete it quite quick, because it sounds like it's very story-driven and not actual much action in there, but I just feel like I need to play that game. So I picked it up, and we shall see how that goes. So thank you very much for watching, guys. And like I say, Cave Story, awesome, but you may start bleeding. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye.